Welcome back to the Compound Podcast. This is episode
64.
164. Brought to you by Parse Rum. My favorite rum, your favorite rum. When I say Parse, you say
Rum.
I've gotten a lot in Pittsburgh. I've gotten a lot of when I say Parse, you say rum. Comments. Maybe my favorite one, maybe that I've ever gotten yesterday, post game. I'm talking to my high school coach. Jameson Tyon is talking to someone, a friend, and he yells over and he goes, when I say Parse, says, I love the compound. Pod's awesome. He is someone that JMO has played Fortnite with, I guess, for years and was just meeting him. He's a professional Fortnite player and like one of the best in the world and loves the pod.
Anybody here ever play Fortnite?
Oh, yeah.
Not me.
Neither of those two are gamers.
I've played. Not good.
Yeah. Come on, Tom. Oh, no, I wasn't very good, but it's fun.
I guess this guy's got like he's sponsored and they put him up in like an apartment with the best Wi-Fi to play Fortnite. And he loves the pod. Friend of the pod. So shout out, because he's going to listen to this because he's a friend of the pod. Shout out to JMO's friend who's a stud at Fortnite. Thank you for being a friend of the pod.
We do need to reiterate to people that when I say Parse, you say rum, you need to then say
You
Parse.
do need to say Parse.
Because the amount of times I get that and they just don't say it, and I just stand there looking at them, and then they don't say it, and I'm like, rum.
Yeah. When they say when I say Parse, you say, I usually just say rum.
I usually, at this point, I just kind of say it. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I know where you're going.
The tough catchphrase. I think we need a better catchphrase. That's like a very long one to yell out to people.
Oh, really, Tom?
Oh.
Do we? Because people yell it at us all over the country. So I don't know if we do need a different one, Tom.
People came to Lexington. They met. I was walking out to the game. I was out by our bullpen, and this family came up to me and said they're friends of the pod or fans of the pod. And they said that when I say Parse, you say rum. And then they said they don't let their kids listen because we swear. And I was like, well, I said that's mostly Zack. It's not us.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
See, there it is. Exactly. Tom said he had a bunch of energy. Is that in part due to Garrett Cole tonight?
I think it's more due to Mike Talkman. I mean, guy's got 2 wins this week. Guy's been playing some unbelievable ball right now for the Cubs. So, and I feel good about everyone that right now that is associated with my life. I feel like it's playing good ball. Zach's playing good ball. Ian's playing good ball. Dakota's playing good ball. I feel like everyone involved playing good ball.
Like, come on, say me.
And
I said you. Dakota's playing.
Yeah,
Good
I
ball.
know.
and Mike Talkman.
And those
Talkman's your
are my
boy.
4 guys.
Tom, serious question. You're on a cliff, and Ian and Talkman are both hanging on with one
He's
hand.
saving Talkman.
I think you're saving Talkman.
He's saving Talkman. That's his guy.
That's his boy. That's like your best friend.
Listen, I think we'd find a way. I believe in our teamwork ability to find a way to save everyone. I think we can.
That's a cop-out answer. Just
That's
say
a cop-out.
Talkman takes a nice VP. He's got a great swing. I really like Talkman's swing.
He redid his swing a few years ago, didn't he?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with what his like Colorado and then early Yankees days was, but he's got a great swing. I've really liked it since spring. He takes a great BP, but he hits like really true pull side homers in BP, and it hadn't shown up in the game yet. So I was waiting. I was like, at some point, he's going to hit a majestic pull side homer. And then tonight, he hit a very nice pull side homer in Pittsburgh over the Clemente wall. And it was pretty.
He's been raking all week.
Yeah.
He's had some
raking.
sick defensive plays too.
Yeah. Played a great center field. He's smart. He's really mature, really smart. Like he really good at positioning himself, being in the right spot. And for us in our lineup, him hitting leadoff and getting on base at like a 400 clip, like it's been really nice because it's lengthened our line. So we got him in the leadoff, then we got Bellinger back, and it's really lengthened the lineup because Nico's hitting 2, Say's hitting 3, I'm hitting 4, Danzy's hitting 5, and then Bellinger's hitting 6.
Clean up hitter.
Which is really nice.
Can't hide the power.
You guys are playing.
You guys
too. Yeah.
I was gonna say you guys have been playing well.
We're like 8 of 10 or 9 of 11 or something. We're doing.
Isn't there's no better feeling than that. Like you know you're gonna be in every single game.
Yeah, and we were in a stretch We were in a stretch where like we were scoring runs and we weren't winning, and then we were in a stretch where we were pitching it really, really well and we weren't winning, and now we're kind of doing everything, and it's really nice. Like,
Those
we
are
had
tough
8-0
stretches.
last night, 2-0 tonight, or 4-0 tonight. But we've like added on some runs late to give us some bigger leads. Starting pitching's been unbelievable. Stroman's been unbelievable.
Those are frustrating stretches because your pitchers, like say you lose a game, like you lose a bunch of games like 2-1, 3-1, 3-2, or you like lose a bunch of games 11-10. You know, like when the pitchers are either shoving and the bats aren't there, or the bats are raking, but the pitching's not there. Like that's just frustrating, especially when it happens like game after game.
And for a long time, our run differential was not lining up with our record. Like we were positive run differential. We were top of the Central in run differential, but like in fourth place. We had a bunch of 1-run losses kind of in a row. And then that kind of wears on you. And then Bellinger goes down and we're kind of in a spot where it's just like not lining up. And that is really tough on a team. And to come out of that and be playing really good baseball and against some good teams, like against some good teams. Nice.
That's literally basically identical to what happened to us. Like we were playing really well for a while. We were in every game. We won. I don't know how many out of how many games it was, but we get hot. And then Eduardo Rodriguez goes down, and then Riley Green goes down 2 days later, which is like, with Eduardo, he's going to throw not 5. I was going to say 6 to 7 or 8 innings every single time he throws. And then Riley's been a staple in the 2-3 hole like that. And especially for an offense that, we don't have the guy who's going to hit 40 homers, but he moves the ball a lot. He plays with energy and then we lost 9 in a row after, I think a few days after that happened. And it was just like such a gut punch when that happens. And we've been in a lot of games. Like today we lost 1-0. We took 2 or 3 out of 4 from the Twins. And like those guys are coming back soon. So hopefully when they come back, boys start to get off on that again.
Yeah, we were in a stretch where we win 2, lose 4. Win 2, lose 4. It's like not a recipe for success. You have to, and then we were just like so close to breaking through and actually having a winning streak. And then we had a good West Coast trip, which is like tough to say because we got swept by the Angels, but like West Coast trips are really hard. I don't think
they're
people
hard.
Understand.
They are
like we
hard.
were there for 11 days or 11 days and 9 games or 10 games and 11 days, something like that. And we ended up 4-6 maybe, and that's not a bad West Coast trip. Then we came home with 5-1, and then we just won 2 in Pittsburgh.
It's nice for you guys too. Sorry, Dakota. Nice for you guys when you go home. It's starting to get like truly summer out. Like those games are going to be awesome for you guys.
Dude, except we went home last week. We come home from the West Coast, and we kind of had like a gloomy West Coast trip. Some nice days in LA, but like when you go to San Fran, it's cold and it's sad. And then we come home, and I'm wearing a long sleeve in the middle of June. I'm wearing the long sleeve thermal.
What was the temperature? What was the temperature?
55 degrees in
No,
Chicago.
we had 50.
I'm
Dude, we had 55 as well. It was wild.
I thought you were going to say like 70, and I was going to say,
no,
all
I'm
right,
like, this is mid-June, and the wind's blowing in at 1,000. And what's going on?
Dude, I had a jacket on, like one of those ones that you wear on the bench from the team, just zipped up with my hood on. And I'm like, I am soft, but hey,
you are the worst in the cold, though.
It's June. It's June.
I'm also bad in the cold.
But Zack hates the cold.
Why would anybody want to be cold? I don't understand.
I know, but I'm saying you hate it. Ian, I was gonna say though about the West Coast. I don't think people realize, like, I think the biggest thing is like your body gets in such a routine, like playing it whatever it is, 7 Central, 6 Central, and then like to go play out on the West Coast, like your body's not usually ready to be playing that much earlier or later.
And it's easy. It's a lot easier to make the 1 hour change, because playing in the Central is really nice.
Yeah,
because you're either going 1 hour to the East Coast, or there's not that many teams in like the Colorado, probably just Colorado, right? So
yeah,
it's not that hard. But once you go and you have the time change to the West Coast, plus like when you have anytime you go on a 10-day road trip, 3 city, 10 days,
it feels so long.
I was ready to get an apartment in San Diego. We were there for 5 days. We went we flew over after our Wednesday game, Thursday off day, and then we played Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday wraparound. And I was like, I should just get a place here. I'm never leaving.
It's
know
funny.
Go ahead.
We just played a 4-game series, and I was like, wow, I am packing so light. Like, I had nothing. I was like, oh, I'm going to check in and turn around.
We did the same thing. We had a 9-game road trip, and then we have a 3-day road trip right now. And it's great. Like, the difference, you're like, man, we just got here. But the 9-dayer, we got to the end, and everyone's like, it's been 2 months since we were home. There's no way it's any less.
Can I talk real quick about London?
I was gonna transition into that. I was gonna say, talk about a time change.
We're going to London.
The rosters expand for that?
One player.
Is that next week?
No, we leave tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
I think we had 20. I think we had 27 guys on the roster.
Give me Jared Young as the 27th. Give me him. I need him.
So I just want to say, because we were talking about packing, I overpacked. I overpacked.
You can't go wrong with overpacking.
We have off day,
No
off
such
day, off day, Thursday. So we get in. We leave tomorrow after the game. We get in at like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. Thursday. Have to stay up all day to get acclimated. So that's basically let's like walk around, see some sights. We have a party that night, and just like stay awake. Friday, we have a workout at the ball yard. So we're going to be at the field on Friday. First bus is like 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. I think players probably start going at 9:30. Then we have a workout at 1. Probably won't get back until like 4. Then you go dinner. And then we have game, and then we leave. So it's not, I was like, this might be a little vacation. It's not a vacation. It's not a vacation. It's a work trip.
You're working.
And then we have a day off on the way back. And then we play right away. So the 3 off days for 2 games, not great. Not what you want. Going to mess up the schedule a little bit. But also, it's going to be a really cool experience. I saw the field set up, really hoping they have a batter's eye. Didn't see a batter's eye. A little white background. Don't love that.
There's no way that they don't put a makeshift one up.
Hope they put a batter's eye up. But they push the fences back. Can I say something? They played this game in 2019 with the Yankees and the Red Sox. We all know the balls were a little hot that year. Okay. They're a little hot. I loved it. Okay. Everybody loved it. Balls were hot. Homers were flying. Everybody was loving it. Some high scoring games when they went out there. So you know what they did this year? They pushed the fences back in the gaps about 10 feet, pushed center field fence back about 10 feet. And we got these poop soup lead balls that we're playing with.
I think you're underestimating. I think you're underselling how high scoring those games were. The first game was 17-13. That's an NFL score.
They went down to Mexico. They were fine. They were fine with hitting homers left and right in Mexico. We're pushing the fences back in London.
You want a couple free homers, Ian?
I want some dingers. I need them. I need them. Like I need air to breathe.
Yeah, you guys have slowed down
Zack.
my counter.
We got this home run counter. I'm
No,
way back.
Hey, I have no idea what a home run feels like right now.
I've got people tweeting at me to start like a double counter, a triple counter, and an RBI counter. I was like, all right, like we're getting to a point where I'm gonna just be busy.
I actually just broke my longest homerless drought of my career.
That was a 6 swing.
6 swing. 110.
That was good.
110. Yeah. But London's gonna be great. I'm very excited. It's gonna be really fun.
That's such a cool trip.
Can we play a little game really quick? This is a little game. And let me tell you who it's brought to you by. It's brought to you by HelloFresh.
Nice.
You guys know HelloFresh? I
love it.
The meals?
Oh, yeah.
Meals? Figuring out what's for dinner is not at the top of anyone's summer activity wish list. HelloFresh delivers mouthwatering, chef-crafted recipes and fresh ingredients to your door so you can spend your summer doing whatever you want. You know, they have I'm pretty sure they have like, so they'll send you all the ingredients and then you cook it up and you don't have to like go buy all this stuff. Like you don't have to buy a whole jar of mustard. They just give you just the amount that you need. But they also, I think they do like stuff you can just pop in the old oven. Super convenient. HelloFresh. No matter your lifestyle, you'll always find delicious recipes in the HelloFresh menu, like pescatarian and veggie. You can swap. It would have been good for us at the compound or me.
I was gonna say, remember when Ian was vegetarian?
Yeah, I was both of those things. You can even swap proteins and sides to make the recipe just how you like it. HelloFresh.com/compound16. That's compound 16, compound 16. Use code compound16 for 16 free meals plus free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/compound16 and start using America's #1 meal kit today.
Real quick, Zach, can you
Yes.
believe that guy was a vegetarian at one point?
He tried hard.
For a full year. One full
Yeah.
year. I was
Crazy.
vegetarian.
Great, Zach. Could you ever?
Dude, we were talking about that today. I look forward to it.
Like meat?
Yeah, like
Oh
steaks.
yeah,
Being a
like a
vegetarian.
burger,
Can
a
we-
good burger.
Can we play this
Yeah,
game?
dude.
I have a game.
Yeah, sorry, I just had to. Sorry, I was talking about
The game
burgers. Go
is
ahead.
brought to you by HelloFresh. Compound 16. Guess the population of London.
I have no idea.
3
Is this
million.
like greater metro area or just people in the city limits? And those are two different numbers.
I mean, whatever Wikipedia says population of London is.
All right. What was
I
Dakota's?
said 3 million. I have no clue if that's anywhere near the ballpark.
I think it's probably like 6 million. That's a guess though.
Zach,
Zach?
don't Google
Uh,
it. You Googled it.
I did not. I swear to God.
I want your guess to be like 8.2.
5.1.
I knew you'd do a point.
5.1. Was your guess just completely based off Tom's guess?
Yeah, Price is Right. Ever played it?
8.982 million.
Fuck.
It's bigger than New York.
That makes sense.
Does that shock anybody?
You got a London Bridge there. You gotta have a big population for
Does
that.
that shock you, Tom?
Because they have a London Bridge. They have to have
I mean,
What does that mean? Because they have a bridge, they have to have a big population.
I mean, yeah, London's a fucking popular place. Yeah, it's gonna have more than a state.
Oh my
London's-
god, the 2023 population says 9.6.
Oof. I better see all
That
of
is-
them at your game.
That is shocking. Shocking. That's 3 or 4 new Chicago's. Look, when I saw that number, I was flabbergasted.
I don't know. Like, if I think of London, I'm thinking of that place being fucking big.
Yeah, I kind of pictured it to be.
I don't know. New York's got skyscrapers left and right. I don't think of London.
Yeah, but like, I
think
don't think of like for whatever reason, I don't think is London as like a city. Like, I feel like London's like bigger than a city.
I agree. I think of it as like its own thing, like its own. Like,
yeah,
country
like, hey, I'm
almost.
going to London. Like, oh, that's a fucking huge place.
you would think of it as way bigger than New York or 1 million, 2 million
yeah,
people. bigger than
yes, I would.
And
Well,
he's
then
from
why
New
did
York.
why did you guess 5.1 on the population then?
Because I have no idea what the population scale is. I didn't like what.
He didn't do his
Supposed to-
research on.
Well,
I don't know what
didn't.
I don't know what the
populated city.
population of Norman, Oklahoma is either. I got no clue.
That's like 700,000.
Yeah, I'll go 701.
Dakota, what's your next topic?
I had the David Freese rejects the Cardinals Hall of Fame on my list.
Population of Norman, Oklahoma is 128,000 people.
Yeah, I looked it up. I wasn't gonna bring it up that I was off by 500,000, but thank you.
It's all right.
That's all right.
I know David Freese a little bit. Before you guys give your reactions, he's an unbelievable individual. Great dude. He lives or lived in Austin. And we worked out together a little bit. And his off-season workouts were fantastic to watch. Come in, do a little bit of buys, a little bit of tries, swang it, strong, naturally strong dude. Great guy. But you saw his statement on like his time in St. Louis and who he was as a person and stuff.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like it became a story because he rejected it. Like if he just accepted it, it's probably not even really a story.
What was the reasoning again? He just said he didn't.
He said he didn't deserve it, didn't he?
Yeah, I think
That's what I thought.
he said who he was when he was playing there. It didn't feel right.
But didn't he? I mean, I saw something that said he was a World Series MVP. Like, I mean, the way he played in the playoffs, like it was crazy. Like people know
Yeah,
David Freese from
that's
his run with the
wild.
Cardinals.
Yeah,
I mean, he's hit one of probably the most iconic home runs. of
Oh
the
yeah,
century.
bro. Dude.
off Neftali
100%.
Feliz.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I think it just became a story because he rejected it, and it was just kind of a weird thing to do. I don't know. I mean, I get it. Like if he doesn't think he deserves it, but I would have probably just accepted it and kind of been like, cool. Thanks.
Zach, when the Go Tigers asked you to be in the Go Tigers Hall of Fame,
Yeah, he's
You're
gonna be a
saying yes,
Mudhead
right?
Hall of Famer too.
Dude,
It's a compliment.
I might have the key to the city in Toledo.
I had to turn in my key to Des Moines. I was pissed.
That's so interesting. Like you said, Dakota. I don't think I'd lean one way. I think it's awesome that he thought about it that much to be like, yeah, like opposed to just being like, yeah, fuck it, whatever. Like, obviously, I feel like there's some deep thought that's gone into that decision. Not that he just woke up and said, yeah, I don't feel like it. Like, I think that in itself shows that he cares. But at the same time, I'd have a really hard time not saying yes. It's like if like the contracts that some people reject, I'd be like, listen, bro, I'm not saying no to that either.
And like you said, like Ian, like I don't think he was like, it wasn't disrespectful at all to the Cardinals. He wasn't saying like, I don't even want to be a part of it. He's like, I don't feel like I deserve it. And
that's what enough. Do you think people thought of it as being like didn't want to be with the Cardinals because they're not playing well, and like there's just been some headlines from over there? Like that's what people like.
I didn't see the fan reaction. Did anybody, Tom? Do you know what the fan reaction was like? No,
I think people just thought it was weird. Like people were just kind of confused.
That's all I got was like, what?
I wonder how it'll affect.
Yeah.
I don't know if he'll go back to St. Louis at all, but I know they do have former players come back quite a bit. First pitch and all that kind of stuff. So I do wonder if it'll affect him coming back there.
Go to the reverse boycott in Oakland.
Reverse boycott in Oakland. Tom, I saw that face. What were your thoughts? You made a face.
I mean, I was just thinking about Manfred's comments. I don't know if we saw Manfred.
That shit is wild.
Where he was like, congratulations on getting like average major league attendance for one game. It's both really beside the point, but is also kind of a devastating hit. It's like kind of one of those things when you say that, you're like, all right, you are right.
I think that's what do you say if you're just like, fuck?
I kind of think you're an asshole now, but you are correct.
You're right. Yeah. It's wild. But like at the same time, people on Twitter were like, wait, the commissioner of baseball like just said this?
I think Manfred is, I'll say this because other people in this pod maybe can't say this. It's very interesting that the commissioner's job is he works for the owners, right? I mean, that's something that is part of his job. I think other commissioners have done a better job of making it seem like they're more impartial. Manfred, out of any commissioner I've seen, seems to be the most I work for the owners commissioner. And I think that comes across in a lot of statements, including one like that, where that feels very much like this was something that the owners talked about, and that was their line that they were going to spit out there.
I thought it was sick though when like they started cheering and the guys like, I can't hear you in my pitch comms. They started like screaming, sell the team.
I think it's sad for the city of Oakland. You know, it's their second franchise that they're losing, or third franchise they're losing, right? And second in the last couple of years, maybe more than, I guess they are all in the last couple of years, right? Mm-hmm. But they're not coming to the ballpark, and there's been no investment made. I think the crazy part is, for the comments and the protecting the owners and that stuff, there's been no improvement to that ballpark in so long. You know, the ballpark hasn't been improved. It feels like it's however old it is. Like there's water just like sitting. The stands are all messed. Like it's like
Ian, they had a live animal running through the radio press boxes, and everyone was like, "All right, I guess we'll just move to a different press box rather than like try to capture the live animal." They're like, he's got it. It's his booth now.
You hear a new story every time. I feel like a team goes there. Like it's crazy. Like something new happens every time.
I do think a team in Vegas would be great for the sport.
Oh, it'd be a
see. I saw something. So the stadium was only going to hold like 30,000 people, 30 or 35,000 people, and I forgot what the market. Like the market apparently isn't very good out there for baseball. Like it's not going to be big.
Well, I think if you have a stadium, I think where some of the older stadiums or stadiums that were built 20, 40 years ago is like 60,000 people at a baseball game is a lot.
A
Like,
ton.
yeah,
I mean,
it's
it's outrageous.
like, it's
But, like,
awesome.
Max capacity is 30,000. It's just like,
It's awesome. It's awesome for the playoffs when you can pack a stadium of 50, 60,000 people, but like on a 180, 81 game basis, like Wrigley holds 40. I
yeah,
was going to say 162 and then I went to 81 because there's 81 home games. Wrigley holds 40. When we have a sellout, it's 40, maybe 41 standing room, but like we get 35,000, 38,000. It's awesome. There's an electric atmosphere. And like, if you had a stadium that's 35,000 people and you're selling 30 to 35 every night and it feels full,
yeah.
like
it's
going to be a great atmosphere all the time.
Tom, if you can fact check this for me, I'm pretty sure someone made the comparison to the Vegas football team too. They went there, and the last 2 years they've been towards the bottom of ticket sales. And like everyone's like, oh, they're gonna go play in Vegas. It's gonna be a huge market, and it's like
the hard thing with expansion.
It's a vacation spot. It's not like
Vegas. For the Las Vegas Raiders were 30th last year in the NFL.
Yeah, like people were like, oh, they're gonna be huge. They build this great stadium, and nobody fucking goes.
I think the thing was to get there first. It seems like the Knights, obviously, they've been successful as well, but like it seems like being the first team there, I think meant something. I think being the third team there,
it's
Well, there's also way less seats to sell, right? If hockey's what 20,000,
yeah,
20.
but like when you
which is probably
Vegas,
why they want to go
not
smaller.
Gonna think of hockey, right? Like it's not a hockey town.
Can I say this about expansion teams? It takes time to build the fan base, and we've seen that with every expansion team, whether that's the Diamondbacks, the Rays,
unless you go to a city that already had, like Seattle jumped right in and was already nuts.
Yeah.
Like I feel like if they added basketball team, like it'd be just as nuts.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm in for Ian, backing what you said, like playing there, it's weird, man. Like the locker room situation, the standing water you have to walk through to get to, like, you're walking by concessions basically, and it's just like,
the guys making burgers.
Yeah, like listen, like I get it. It's like the Coliseum. Like my first time there, I was like, it's kind of cool. Like this place is ginormous, but like I thought it was like a COVID setup. Like I was like, oh, there must be a different way out. Like there's got to be, and they were just like, no, man, welcome to the Coliseum. And I'm like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
And it
We'll
sucks
see.
because
We'll see what happens. But I respect the fans for organizing a reverse boycott.
Yeah, and it sucks because Mekkes would talk about Oakland when he played there for the playoffs, and he said that place used to be like scary. Like Mekkes saying that.
I bet when you pack it, it's electric.
But that's what like Ian was saying. Like exactly. Like if you have a 50,000 capacity stadium and it's full, it's sick. But like if half the season you have 20,000 or less fans and you see all those empty seats, like it's not the same thing. Like I'd rather have a stadium that's 30 that's packed more.
It's gonna be weird if holds 30,000 and on a Monday night you're getting 12.
True, but it might feel less empty. You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a smaller.
Think about like when you were in college and the stadium.
3,000
people and there was 1,500 there. It's like, this is electric.
Yeah, but when Mike Trout is playing there, however many times a year, it's just like you're bringing. I don't know.
I also do think Vegas, because of surrounding, like if they're in a division that is, LA is close, you get, Arizona's close enough, the Texas is close, like is a shorter flight. Like if you get enough cities that the road fans will travel because it's close enough.
True.
Maybe that plays more than it does in football with only 8 home games.
Can I ask you guys, do we think they rebrand? Because the A's as a brand has been around since 1901. Obviously started in Philadelphia, pit stop Kansas City, now Oakland since 68. Feels like a tough rebrand, but it also feels like it would be weird to see the Las Vegas A's. But I mean, this is the history of the franchise that they've been the A's in 3 different places.
I think they will be the Las Vegas A's. My prediction is A's. They have a great logo.
I think
Great
like
logo.
you said, like if it's that old, I feel like you gotta You got to keep it.
Did they
right
different
now.
colors in the last place?
I think they've always been green and yellow, but I can't say that with 100%.
And they have some sick uniforms too.
Yeah, they have a good color combo to make cool unis.
Beautiful logo.
Yeah,
Whose
they were green
logos
and yellow in Kansas City.
they were green and yellow?
Yes.
What was why couldn't they build a new stadium there? Was they didn't want to, like, the vote didn't go through?
Well, that was the other thing I was going to say is the city of Oakland now has lost the Raiders. They're going to lose the A's, it seems like. And even the Warriors, which played in Oracle previously, now moved to San Francisco. So the city of Oakland went from 3 professional sporting teams to likely 0 here in less than 5 years. It's going to be pretty incredible to see.
Right.
Speaking of logos, we just played Baltimore.
Sick.
The
Sick,
the
bro.
O's
Sick.
O's hat is really cool. They got a cool uni and a cool logo. I don't
For
love
sure.
orange. Orange isn't my favorite, but their black unis are sick.
I was going to say, I thought for sure he was going to say, it has a cool logo, Bruce Bolt. I thought for sure you were
Would've been a good
transitioning into
segue.
that.
Would have been a good segue.
Ian, you guys won 2 or 3, right?
Yep.
That's a good club over there, isn't it, though?
Yeah. I don't know who their other 2 starters are. Bullpen's really good.
Bullpen's nasty.
They can-
Rutschman is going to be an absolute star.
They can swing it. Their lineup's pretty deep.
Was Hayes is still leading off, right? He's having a really good year.
He didn't lead off the first day, he led off the last 2. He's having a crazy year. Look at his
Really,
numbers.
really good year.
Crazy
He's
year.
fun to watch. He makes them tick, I feel like.
I like his swang.
Yeah.
Wang.
And then did Cano come in against you guys? Or not
Yeah,
Cano, not
Batista?
Cano.
Batista.
Yeah, both of them.
Did you see
I faced-
Batista's K per 9? It's like 18.2. That's so insane.
I
That's 2
faced
an inning.
Cano. His sinker sanks.
Dude,
Sanker was
I
Sanker?
faced that guy like I'd probably say 5 to 6 times last year in the bushes. When I mean it was like every game I'm getting this guy. Like I see him warming up and I'm like, I'm up first. I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. How do I miss this guy? And the one game pouring. I mean absolutely pouring, dude. Like there's puddles in the batter's box. Guess who's coming in the game? He hits me, like barely grazes me, and I turn to the dugout and I'm like, thank God, bro. He was 96, 98, literally from here. Can't see anything. It's pouring. There's shit dripping down your helmet. I'm facing this guy. For what?
So you can get on base and get your
Yeah, but
on base
listen,
percentage up.
1,000%.
You're nasty.
But let's even out the playing field for both of us here. I want it to be a fair fight. But fuck, man, every time.
Dakota, what's the next thing on your list?
Is it presented by Bruce Bolt?
Well, let me see what it is, and I'll tell you.
It's Joey Votto, friend of the pod, returning.
That guy, bro.
It is presented by Bruce Bolt.
Yeah.
I love Bruce Bolts. I wear Bruce Bolts. They're my batting gloves. Make the best batting glove in the game.
Best
You know
arm
what else they
sleeve.
make?
Arm sleeves.
You know what else they make? Yes. Do you want to say something about the arm sleeves?
I love them. I wear it every night when I go to bed, and I have a black one that I wear on the road, a white one that I wear at home during the game when I'm sitting in the bullpen, keep me nice and warm, and a red
Nice and-
one when I'm playing catch pregame.
Nice and cozy.
Oh yeah, it's great.
You know what else they make?
You tell me.
Performance shorts that are
Ooh.
insanely comfortable. Super light, 4-way stretch material, perfect for BP. Work out in the gym. You can wear them to school. You can wear them hanging out. They have different lengths. They have 5-inch, which is if you want to show off some leg. The kids are doing that these days. The kids are wearing the 5-inchers to show off the leg. And then they have 7-inchers for the old farts like me who don't want to show off the leg and don't really believe in themselves from the knee down.
You get any tan on that leg yet? You got any tan on
no.
those legs?
No. I'm wearing tights and I'm wearing the 7-inch.
Attaboy.
Tights and the 7-inch. The 5-inch has its own built-in boxer brief, so you don't even need to wear undies. Okay, just throw on the 5-inchers. Bunch of different colors, black and gray, like the blacks and the grays. They got all kinds of colors. You can sport your team colors, whatever you need. Go buy yours at brucebolt.us. That's brucebolt.us and get the best gear in the game. Dakota's a 5-inch guy. He likes 5-inchers.
Yep. Show off the leg.
Let's talk about Joey. This guy comes back. Hilarious social media posts, the bus driver post. And then he's got he was sitting in like a full suit in the dugout. Then he comes back. His swing looks good.
Dude, I said that. I saw him in April against us in AAA when he was really rehabbing. And he was saying, he's like, dude, I can't go up there. Like, I don't feel right. Shoulder hurts. I can't go up there and do this. And he's like, I think I'm going to bang the rehab. And I saw him like hitting early. I'm like, it's just not Joey, man. And then I saw his 2 hits last night. And I was like, that is way different than what he was doing down there. Starting early, like old, like MVP Votto looking like this, the same setup.
I was watching his stuff this morning after those hits. And I was watching his swings. It's really clean. I mean, he's getting up, he's moving forward, he's on time. And the homering in wasn't his first at bat, was it? Second at bat back?
Or his
First
second
game.
at bat. Second at bat, first hit, but then he had in the 6th inning, he had the 2 RBIs.
And he had a sick walk against Brad Hand. That dude can swing it. Their lineup, they've been playing well. They've been playing good baseball. Obviously, they have 11 in a row or whatever, but
And that's what he said when he came back. He's like, it feels like when I first came up to the big leagues, like the team's competing, like he's like, I'm excited. Like, you know what I mean? Like you go through the stretches they've gone through the last, 5-6 years of, not playing like competitive baseball late into the season. And for him now to come into it and be like, I'm just going to join a group that's on fire.
Yeah. And
dude, I'm sure he was scared about going into that though. Like,
Yeah.
hey, am I going to fuck this up?
But at the same time, he's Joey Votto. Like, it's not like
one of the best left-handed hitters.
Yeah.
He's one of the best hitters of our generation. And he, he lengthens, if he is who he is, he lengthens their lineup because it was pretty deep. They got good hitters. The young guys are playing well.
De La Cruz is an absolute electric factor.
De La Cruz is doing his thing, and Votto in the middle of that lineup playing first, probably DHing a little bit. Like,
Yeah, they got Votto in the 6 hole. Like Joey Votto's in your 6 hole, you'll take that.
is he playing first?
He DH'd tonight.
It'll be interesting to see how they mix that because Stevenson had been DHing quite a bit, still catching, playing some first DHing. So it'll be interesting to see kind of how they mix that up and, if there's some first base going on for Joey and if Stevenson catches a little bit more, if Joey's going to DH, but they're playing good baseball.
Yeah, they're a fun team. Last note I had written down was about the College World Series. If you guys saw Skeens from LSU, he threw 123 pitches in his start and 46 of them were over 100 miles an hour.
Dude,
Everyone throws 100 now, right? I mean,
But 46 pitches over 100.
I'm watching these college games and everybody, like, I don't know if it's their second, third, so I don't know if it's their ace, but like we got 95 to 100 all over the board.
It's
Dakota.
unbelievable. They have 3 or 4 guys on every team that do it.
dude, whoever drafts that guy, Dakota, we thought Hatch was like catered to a little bit as our first pick. That guy's not going to throw a ball for the rest of the year.
They're not going to let anyone other than like the top brass even talk to him. They're going to be like, nobody talks to him. Leave him alone.
I bet you I don't know how many innings he has this year. I bet you he doesn't throw more than when he gets drafted. When's the draft? Middle of July. He'll get there almost in August. I bet you wouldn't throw more than like 10 innings.
He might have like 2 starts just to get his feet wet and then be like, all right, man, like we'll see you next year in big league camp.
I bet you next year, he can only throw 5 innings.
But I bet you he goes to big league camp with whoever, I don't know what the draft order is, but he's probably in camp. And then exactly. Like it's like, all right, you have 80 pitches, no more ever.
Yeah.
He's disgusting. I mean,
that's
it's
just
crazy how many good arms there are. Like he's unbelievable. Like you watch like these games and it's like, where did these people come from?
Yeah.
He's thrown 114 innings so far this season. By the way, I don't know if it's talked about enough. Transfer from Air Force.
Oh.
Whoa.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he's going to go the projections right now are he's going to go second to the Nationals. Everyone has Dylan Cruz.
That's his teammate. They
His
both play
LSU.
LSU.
Cruz is the best hitter in like ever. He's hitting close to 500 in the fucking SEC. What?
He's unbelievable. But it's like the talent at the top is people like if we saw them in college, I'd be like, who is this person? This isn't real
Brady.
life.
Brady played LSU this year, and he said like he didn't face Skeens, but he said Cruz. He was just like, yeah, it's
I was going to
different.
say no offense to Central Connecticut State, but I don't think Skeens was facing him.
Not if they. I mean, there's sometimes they play him in a series.
Oh yeah,
And you'll
true.
get him.
Tom.
Yes.
Tom.
Ooh, I had something about the Yankees.
Tom.
Tom can chime in.
Tom. Aaron Hicks
Oh, Jesus Christ.
has a 114 runs created plus this year. Whole year. 114 runs created plus. Be the second best on the Yanks, is what I saw.
Wouldn't have
Tom's
happened.
pissed.
How
He's
does
pissed.
that make you feel?
As I just said, it wouldn't have happened on the Yankees. Guy needed a change of scenery. Happy for him, as I said. Wish it wasn't in the division. I think I'm running out of things to say about this. I feel like I've said all I can say about it. I'm happy for him as a human being. He's succeeding. I think it was the right decision still to DFA him. We had seen him for 2.5 years play pretty lifeless baseball. Needed a change of scenery. That sometimes just happens in life. As I said, I wish it wasn't in Baltimore.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
If he was allowed to grow a beard,
Oh, I'll say
do
this.
you think he would have been a better Yankee?
I'll just say this. I feel this way anyway. The Yankees beard policy is the dumbest thing in sports.
Nope.
And I really wish Garrett Cole, when he had signed, had been like, I'll take the $300 million, but I'll keep the beard.
Tom,
See,
why'd you shave your beard?
I don't think they sign him. I think they say no.
I Dakota, based on working there, I would actually agree with you, but that's criminally insane. That is,
But I think they're that committed to it.
Why'd you shave your beard?
when I
For
worked
the
there,
Yankees.
I wanted to work for the Yankees. I mean, you deal with it. Did I like the policy that I had to shave my beard when I worked for the Yankees? No. Did I want to work for the Yankees? Yes. So I'm not Garrett Cole. I didn't. If I had 29 other major league teams at my door, I might have reconsidered.
Ian, true or false? Would you happily shave your? I'm not trying to take a shot at the Cubs here. If say you were coming up with the Yankees, would you happily shave your beard to play for the New York Yankees? If you got drafted by them, you're never a Cub.
If I got drafted by him, yeah, I wouldn't have known anything else. I also had to shave in college, so I wouldn't have known how great I look with a beard. But now getting rid of it would be really hard.
But say last year, say you got traded to the Yankees, would have been tough for you.
Yes.
To shave your beard.
Yes, I think I would have looked like a small child.
But Scotty did it, and he doesn't look. I love you, Scotty, but he doesn't look great without a beard.
I don't think I would look good without a beard, and I think it would be. I wouldn't like to shave all the time either.
That would be the most annoying part.
Ruin my skin, dude.
Think it would
Oh
stink.
my god!
Think about the skincare routine you'd have to be on.
So I was looking into this when I worked there, just because I was curious. Obviously, I wasn't going to do this, but there's been some I've read a couple different legal posts about this, and most legal scholars think that if this was actually challenged in a court of law, it would not hold up. So if someone on the Yankees, especially if they had a religious reason or some sort of actual reason for wanting a beard, it'd be very difficult for this to stand up in court. So I'm waiting for the day that happens. Someone is going to challenge.
Can I ask a question? If you're super show, you're making a lot of money because you play for the Yanks. Do you go in-house barber? You have a guy just come to your house and he's just there at 9 a.m. and you sit down in the chair and he shaves you up? If you're Jeets and you play for the Yanks forever, you just have your guy come over and just give you a legit shave every morning.
Do you think Johnny Damon did that? Johnny Damon's face had to grow back overnight.
Yeah, it kind of would be an amazing thing to just have your guy waiting for you.
I don't know why, but I love it. I still love it. I like that that's their culture because it's been forever, and that.
What do you like?
I love it.
What do you?
I don't know. I just think it makes it it makes you a New York Yankee.
But why can you wear a mustachio?
Huh?
Why can you wear a mustachio, but you can't wear
that? I don't understand. Mustachio is funny, but yeah, I don't know why they let you do a mustache but not a beard. That is kind of maybe just because it looks old school.
One last thing that I have on the Yanks before we get to the slow screen time is, Tom, our boys at John Boy are going after Booney, huh?
That was wild.
Wild.
I mean,
this guy's gonna.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened sooner.
He's
I asked
gonna cut
AJ,
his contract out.
I asked him last week. I was like, AJ, because I think him and Boone are close or whatever. I was like, hey, do you know that the John Boy guys and Boone, they do a thing once a week? And I was like, would you do that? And like, without like hesitating, he was like, yeah, I would do it. I would love to. And I was like, wow, I feel like it could get like a little chippy a little bit.
I mean, he basically told Jake today, he said that's an untrained eye and a shallow take, which, I mean, reading between the lines more or less says you don't know ball.
I think I haven't seen the numbers on those videos, but I think they're going to do very well. I think those clips will do great numbers, because it was the look on Jake's face when Boone was coming back at him and they were going back and forth was fantastic.
Did you guys see, very quickly, different clip last week, his camera at one point?
Yes.
That he was sitting crisscross applesauce.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you get a moment to watch the clip, and you can watch Jimmy, Jake's, and BBD, take a second to watch each of their individual reactions as they process what's going on there. It's really one of my favorite clips in the internet in a while.
That is very good. That was a great clip.
That was great. Let's jump in.
It's so weird because who the fuck sits like that?
That was great.
He's in his office, right?
That's the best part.
Go to the desk.
Like, what are you doing on the ground?
You probably have the most comfortable chair in New York.
Let's jump in to our Sloan screen time.
He's just reminding you that famous people, they're just like us, you know?
Presented by Sloan's, the world's
shit.
leading manufacturer of commercial plumbing systems. The company is at the forefront of the green building movement and provides smart, sustainable, and hygienic restroom solutions by manufacturing water-efficient products, including flush-o-meters, faucets, sink systems, soap dispensers, for commercial, industrial, and institutional markets worldwide. To learn more, visit sloan.com. Please give us your Sloan screen time, starting with Zack.
336.
It's a good one.
What was that?
336.
Wow. Nice job. Good day.
Thank you.
Dakota?
518, but I had a 6-hour bus trip and a rain out. So
Don't care. Pretty gross. Pretty
I'm
gross.
Just saying. I'm just
Tom?
saying.
Dakota,
those are
hey,
my
Dakota.
Those
I
are my
like that.
excuses. Those are my excuses. We had a bus
What else
trip
are you gonna do?
and a rain out.
What else are you gonna do? I was up
you know?
until like 1 o'clock in the morning. What else am I gonna do?
Exactly.
I'm
It
gonna
is
be
what
on
it
my
is.
phone.
6:31.
That's a good day, Tom.
It's a
That's
good day, Tom. Good day. 255.
Tom, we
for
gotta
me.
we
Good
gotta
day
get
for
you
me.
sleeping more, Tom. We gotta get you a
Yeah,
little bit
when
more.
is Tom sleep?
Normally I cut off the chart, and I was like, you know what? I'll send the chart today. Now you've lost chart privilege. I'm cutting off the chart again. I was like, you know what? I feel lazy today. I'm not going to cut off the chart. Nope. Now I'm cutting off the chart again.
255 for me. Can I just say, last week Tom sent us his screen time, but he had
Just
cut
the
so
time.
much of it. It was just the number.
He cut off everything, so
He
all
cut
we
off
could see was the
everything
number.
but the number.
Yeah.
That was hilarious. You know what we didn't get into today, Tom? We didn't let you rant about the Soccer USA coach.
God. I mean, we can do it now since nobody cares about it.
No.
No.
We need to save it.
This will be a long segment because people on this that listen to this pod, they come here to hear you yell about soccer. It's really what they want. So we'll save that for next week. Everybody tune in. That's going to be a great conversation that everyone will find riveting. For
I'll enjoy it.
this week, that's 164. Could be
Yes.
right, could be wrong. The Compound Podcast presented by Parse Rum. When I
Rum.
say Parse, you say
Rum.
Parse.
Rum.
Rob.
I should say when I say Parse, you say Rum, and then I should say Parse.
You should.
There's an
But I
idea.
didn't. But I should. But Tom doesn't like the slogan, so I'm starting
You
to
guys were
second
saying you
guess
have
it.
issues with the slogan. I was just saying maybe we
So
rebrand.
now
I
I'm
think-
gonna
I
have to
think
think of
we're
something
looking for
else
another
because Tom's
slogan. I
like,
think-
don't love it. Oh, it's only because people just yell at you everywhere you go, but I don't really like it. Episode 164. We'll see you next week.